I suppose I'll just do these because you couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo. Welcome all along to episode 56 of 30-something Gamers. And as always, I'm joined by the CJ to my Big Smoke, Boxy Artie.
I've come out well in that analogy.
Well, you give us fat jokes all the time, hasn't it? So I may as well lean into it.
Can you do the Big Smoke order?
I don't. I know there's two number nines. That's about it when it comes to the Big
I think
Smoke.
it's a number 9 large. I'll have two. I don't know, but I know there's a lot of weird people out there who have figured out what the order is, and it's an absolute shit ton of food.
Well, it is Big Smoke. And as always, you do always mention sometimes when we were on the 50th episode that I did mention one of the greatest things that have come from this podcast is maybe in another podcast. So Big Smoke is a traitor as well, isn't he? So, if the shoe
Spoiler.
fits, there you go. Oh, I mean, if you haven't played GTA San Andreas by now, I don't really know why I listen to a gaming podcast, if I'm truthfully honest. But I've seen videos apparently. There's clues in that scene that Big Smoke's a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Because he starts talking about his mum and what happened and stuff like that, and he just ignores it and tries to gloss over it. And part of the order is that he's like saying, "Oh, what happened to Mom's?" He's like, "Two number nines," and people are saying, "Is he?" I know it's a joke because he's fat. He's ordering lots of food, but I think it's also I'm trying to just talk until they forget about what I'm saying.
I mean, the biggest hint was making you do that ridiculous mission. It was all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. That one, and that was impossible back in the day. But if you look at walkthroughs of it, the only way to do it is you have to follow such a specific route on the motorbike to catch it up properly. If you just sort of go wild and do your own thing, you ain't going to do it. But
no.
This was back in the day when you had to go back to Big Smoke's house to pick him up, driving back to the train yard. Yeah.
Yeah, you had to keep doing it. I used to hate that. That just it's like it's one of the reasons I don't click with Dark Souls is that get beat by a boss and the track back, and then you've done it 10 times, and then the 11th time you do it, you don't get there and you lose all your souls. Like it is, pun intended, soul crushing.
But that's all part of the fun, just getting the speed running straight past all the minor enemies, bit of dodging, bit of weaving, winding, and then just straight to the boss fight. You just get used to it after a while.
Nah. Anyway, the reason we're using our San Andreas aliases today is because it was announced last week that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be released at $69.99, which is more expensive than normal price point of games, but less than people were fearing. People were thinking it was going to be about £100 maybe. However, the price was not the issue that stuck with us more vintage gamers. We stood and shook our fist at clouds that there was not going to be a disc. 70 quid for an empty box. See what you want, but that's cheaper than the dark alleys around mine. We got a little joke in there. Yep, love it. Anyway, so later on we're going to be discussing whether Grand Theft Auto has killed physical gaming or is starting its death march towards the big sleep. But before then, we're going to talk about some games that I have played on a disc. And I've played quite a few games recently because I realized I was having a bit of a crisis, Boxy, because I was always a one game man. I was loyal.
Yeah. You've never been loyal. What are you on about?
Since I've known you, maybe not, but since I became a streamer and started doing content and stuff, more so recently, and as well putting with that, playing some games with my little one who's coming to the age nearly 5 now, where he can sort of play good games and things like that. I've realized I am playing so many games at the same time, half finished, not finished, some that I intended to finish, some that I was just doing for stream, and it doesn't sit with my OCD. So I've been finishing off a few games that I've mentioned. So I'm not going to go into them too much. I've finished one of the Tex Murphy games I mentioned a while ago. I mentioned Bumpy Ride that I was playing with the little one. I haven't finished off Arcane Library yet. I can't bring myself to finish that epic.
I mean, I could have told you to play too many games on episode 1. When we're doing this flapping back and forth between us of what we played, you always say, "Oh, I played a bit of this, played a bit of that, bit of this, bit of that, the other."
Yeah, because that's what I mean is when I was streaming and I'd play like, oh, I'm playing this for the stream, that for the stream, this for the stream, that for the stream. But in my personal sort of game, and I would play a game, and when I was a platinum collector, I would play that game all the way. I would not play anything else, not have a side game, calling us up in the night, saying that if I don't leave my main game, it's gonna out us to her, and they'll take the kids away.
A booty game.
A booty game, yeah, booty call 3 o'clock in the night. Oh, give us some of that. Give us some of that
Bit of
Dorf
Balatro,
romantique.
bit of Balatro, just
Bit
a
of Balatro. Yeah.
quick hit of Balatro.
No one will ever know. No, I wasn't. I would always just play a game till I got the platinum. Bang, done. Next one. So I was trying to finish off a few, but then it was Father's Day, and Mini Retro's decided that for every birthday and Father's Day and whatever it is at Christmas, I think he's going to buy a game that he wants. So he got me Luigi Mansion 3.
Nice.
Which I've been playing and it was quite good, but it's not child friendly. He's one. Any of you gamers out there, if you want to go for Luigi's Mansion 3, it is a fun game. I've been enjoying it. You play as Luigi, obviously in a mansion, getting ghosts. It's basically Ghostbusters Mario style, a bit aimed at kids. It's not for kids because the controls, and I don't know whether it's the switch position of the thumbsticks. Now the thumbsticks are that of a cross-eyed man. Most pads, I'm used to my PS5 now, your thumbsticks are next to each other, yeah? Like two lovely parallel areolas. How God intended. But this is like a boss-eyed fishmonger. Your left thumbstick's at the top and your other one's at the middle.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is you walk around with the left stick, which is fine. But then you use the right stick to sort of go around like you would in normal controls on a first-person shooter or something. But this is third person. Now, the problem is the right stick controls your light and your sort of vacuum clean to get the ghosts up. So you can be wanting to go one way and then use the stick to go the other way, but it's not intuitive. So if you press right, it just sort of keeps going round right. So you've got first-person controls in third person. Does that make sense? So Gears of War, you're playing it, you press left, you turn left, your camera turns left, you're fine, you're straightened up. But because this is third person, when you press right, he gets halfway around. The next time you press right, he's sort of going left because he's facing the wrong way, which is confusing me. Never mind, I'm trying to tell a 4-year-old how to do it. And then when you start sucking a ghost, thank you, you have to pull back on the thumbstick in the opposite way it's going, but it starts running around. But you have to do that with the other thumbstick, but you have to walk with the other thumbstick. And then you have to use the trigger to make sure you are sucking it in. And then you have to press the A button to blind it before you do it. Honestly, I'm getting sort of carpal tunnel trying to play it. And then I'm trying to teach my 4-year-old to play it. So I would leave them to be a little bit older before they play Luigi's Mansion 3. But it is a fun game.
So it was a shit Father's Day present all round.
Yes, terrible. Do better next time, Mini Retro. But the games that I'm going to mention mainly about playing is because I did them for a video. I know you tell me to stop doing it. Retro Revival Tom on YouTube. I played Stuntman and Stuntman Ignition.
Yes, toothless and whopping.
Yeah, I played about 4 hours on each. Just getting like some footage to get my head back around the game and stuff, remind us what it plays, and get some footage for the video that I've done, and had a great time with them. It's made us even more excited for Stuntman Hollywood coming out. Obviously, Stuntman Hollywood was announced a few weeks ago now at was it Game Fest for the PlayStation? I think it was the PlayStation one, wasn't it? State of Play. It was announced at State of Play. And we said, who's this for? Us. But honestly, playing it is just so good. And I came to the conclusion, and what I did the main video about is it's less of a racing game and it's more of a Celeste and a Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, it's
because you learn, and each time you basically start off when you set. Obviously, you're a stuntman. As you start driving, you get little icons that say like overtake this car, smash the boxes, do this jump, do a handbrake turn, and you sort of learn it the same way I was learning a Celeste level when I was playing through that. And it is just do it, practice, and you get further and further and further. But that same thing of a Celeste, of a Dark Souls, of when you get it and you do the perfect dance, you feel so good. And obviously the cherry on the cake at the end of each movie, you do a few scenes for a movie. Toothless and Weapon is a Guy Ritchie parody, which is what Box you mentioned there, the first one that you're doing. you get a cheesy movie trailer, but with your footage in. And I don't know about
Yeah.
you, Boxy, when you played this, was that mind blowing for you? Like, I don't think I remember anything around then or before then putting me in a cutscene.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I remember the trailer being quite dark. Like they've got a screw, like a drill or something, which they interrogate someone with, from what I
Yeah, because that's
remember.
why it's called Toothless, because he's the
Yeah,
dentist. He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
day he's gonna fuck your teeth up, that type of thing. I
And then
didn't
wasn't the next level called Whooping and Hollering, which was
a
like a
whoop
kind
and
of
a hollering. Duke's a hazard one,
yeah, yeah,
and then I got onto the next level, which was it's all one stream. I did all right. Blood Dragon, which is set in like an action movie, like sort of Hong Kong kung fu
mm,
type one. I was trying to get onto the next one, but I didn't because if I remember rightly, the next level after that is like an Indiana Jones parody, and you drive like a tuk tuk and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I didn't get onto there. But it just suffer fools lightly. You make a mistake and then you're done. But it's so much fun. So I do recommend go back and play it. And I always remember back in my head that the loading screens were painfully long, like because you'd knack up your scene, then you'd restart it. And I always remember in my head the loading, which is why Toothless and Watman is ingrained in my head, because that poster would come up as it was loading, was ages until it started again, and it's not that long. It wasn't that long at
Oh,
all, and I don't know whether it was just because it's take 37 and you've had to do it 37 times. My memory goes, it was ages, but it wasn't ages. It was just the amount of times you sort of do it. It honestly didn't seem long to me, and I was playing on original hardware. I wasn't emulating it or anything like that.
maybe you just develop more patience in your old age, Tom.
I really doubt that. But had you ever played Stuntman Ignition?
Yep, yep,
I'd never played it, so I played Stuntman Ignition for the first time. Far superior for
yes,
for fun. I can imagine those like sort of masochistic people being like, "Well, the first one's harder. The purists play the first." Yeah, it is,
mm,
but the second one took a little bit of that out. So if you are going to play one, but and you think because you've heard the new one, you've not played them before, Stuntman Ignition, great, really good. It's more arcadey. It's more
yeah.
burnouty, I would say.
It reminded me of Crazy Taxi more, just
Yeah, a
that
little bit like that.
arcadey bowling alley cabinet sort of vibe.
And it's pretty much the same premise. It's a movie parody. You start on like sort of disaster movie, but this time you've got like five strikes. So
Mm,
if you miss some before, if you miss something, it was basically end of. You wouldn't. It wasn't end of. You could keep going on, but it would normally the time restraints were so tight that that was it. You were done. And this one you get five strikes, or on most of my scenes I got five strikes, and you would if you made something wrong, you got a strike, and obviously you could do five, and that's when the shot would be done. But it was so much more fun and a little more accessible. But I feel like the challenge is still there if you want, because obviously you can try and do combos in the second one by like putting drifts together and stuff and going for 5 stars, like a perfect run. So I feel like it's more accessible, but you can still challenge yourself to really sort of get those perfect runs as well, I think.
yeah, no, they're both great games, great series, and nice that it's coming back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it can only get better.
It can, and like I say, I just thought with Stuntman Hollywood, when I was making the video, the first thing I looked at is right, what DLC could they had? Because they've obviously announced films like in the new one of, because the new one's got the license with, is it Universal? Yeah, Universal,
Something
I
like
think.
that, yeah.
Yeah, one of the only ones not owned by Disney. So the films are going to be like Back to the Future, Miami Vice, Knight Rider, Death Race, sorry, Death Race. And I thought, right, what other things have they got? And as soon as I saw them, I didn't think. Obviously, they got Fast and the Furious, which is the obvious one. I didn't think, right, which of these have got good car scenes in. I thought which ones would be good if they just made up stupid ones in.
Yeah,
So, like, I don't know, Land Before Time. Imagine Land Before Time, like a Fred Flintstone-esque footmobile.
I was thinking Final Destination when she gets hit by that bus.
You could be the bus. That would be great if that was a comedy one and you loaded it up and you just like start and you just go bang and that's it. That's the whole scene done. Got it in one.
100%, yeah.
That would be great. But this is a one that I like because there's many a driving scene in this. Universal own the rights to Mr. Bean. Imagine, where he's on the top with the settee and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That will be absolutely great. And it will be
That'd
brilliant.
be good, yeah. Jackass,
Do
golf
they?
carts.
Are they owned by Universal? That would be cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you just made them. Oh, okay. But yes, so I'm more excited for Stuntman Ignition, and then Somtheing Hollywood, sorry. And then, yes, and I've stopped and I'm trying to catch up a few games because I am going to start playing Scarface on the PS2.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to go through.
Get your counter out for the amount of fucks in that game.
It's funny you should say that because the reason I'm doing that, and I'm going to be streaming it live, Retro Revival Tom, it'll be all on YouTube, is I am going to, I think it says 4,700 swear words or F-bombs in it.
Yeah, it's insanely high. It seems almost impossible, but...
Well, I know, well, this is it. It is impossible. So I'm going to play through the game with my Stream Deck set up where I can press a button to put the counter on. So literally every time I hear an F-bomb or a swear word, I'm not decided yet whether I'm just going to do all swears or an F-bomb, and I'm going to play through the whole game and see how many times I hear it, and we'll see whether it's fake or not.
Well, that sounds fun.
Well, it will be fun because I played the game the first time. Literally, because I've got a Stream Deck, it's just a button. I just tap it. I don't have to like keep it, and I'm not going to be like exclusive. Oh, wait a minute, was that a one in the background? Like it'll be the main ones because there's no way I'm hearing 4,700.
He's going to be swearing and stuff when you're in shootouts and things, so it's just going to be a pain. You're going to have to control and press your thingy at the same time.
Well, I've got a gorgeous community. I know for a fact if I say to them, if you see any that I don't press, just tell us. And then after a fight scene, boom, 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 boom. There you go. Put them on.
I mean, you're lucky that it's a good game.
Well, here's the thing as well. Also, I can double check my workings because it'll be recorded because I'm streaming it. So.
Oh, you can watch that back then and give yourself a good night in.
Yeah, that's it. I've never tried to arrive looking at myself, but you know.
No. Your idea of fun is completely different to mine, but never mind.
It is fun. I just want to know whether it's true. I just think
it's true. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
4,700. There is no way. There is no way. Right, let me work out. Let's have a quick look here. Because Scarface, how long to beat? How long do you think it is to beat Scarface?
12 hours.
15 hours, 15 and a half hours. So, calculator. I'm not at work at the minute. I'm not doing maths. 15. Sorry, no.
No.
4,700 divided by 15. That is 313 swear words an hour. So 60 divided by 313. No.
Or 313. This guy's a teacher, for Christ's sake.
I'm trying to do it quick. So I'm going to hear 5.2 swear words every minute.
Yeah, that's easy.
Not going to happen.
That is easy.
It's not going to happen.
Have you seen Scarface, for one thing?
Yeah, I love Scarface.
There you go. No,
there's not 4,700 swear words in Scarface. Tell you that.
Well, yeah, but Scarface isn't 15 hours long, is it?
No, but
you're taking it like it's not just Al Pacino; it's all the NPCs and all the other people wandering around, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think this is disingenuous because if they've looked at the script and not played, Scarface has 200 swear words.
The film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that's 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah.
So that's nowhere near 4,000.
Well done.
That's under 100 a minute. 100 an hour, sorry. This reckon 300 an hour.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
It's been validated by the Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it in. I'm going to send it in and say, look, here's the footage. You're lying. And what I'll do is I'll try and play it as the nicest human being, the most turned around Tony Montana of all time. I'll not run people over. I'll not shoot randomly. So I don't hear people swearing as well.
Pretty much like 95% of the game is you doing bad things. So you're not going to get away with that. I think there's one mission where you literally have to chainsaw somebody up to like progress the story.
Well, does it go beat for the film? Because that's near the start of the film, isn't it? In the shower.
No. It's because it's after the events of the film.
Okay. Well, let's not go any further because you are king of the spoilers, and I'm just telling you I'm going to play this game.
Coming from you, who just gave away that Big Smoke was a bad boy.
It's San Andreas, and to be fair, everyone talks about San Andreas, the big twist. Oh, Big Smoke's the bad guy. You find out in the first 5% of the game. It's not as if it's hanging on. Oh, who is it? Do you know what I mean? It's the whole way through.
Yeah, it's still a spoiler though. Anyway, well, good luck with your fuck counter meter, whatever it's called.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Anyway, yes, you've tried to piss on me chips as always. So let me piss on your chips because we're going to
Hey,
move on to trivia, the part of the show where we find out whether Boxy is a true gamer or one of these posers who thinks that Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball is Pete Burns' new reality show.
nice.
You like that one? It's a
Topical.
good one. Yeah,
Yeah. You have to be a
you've got
30-something gamer to get that.
exactly. You need to know that the lead singer of Dead or Alive, "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby Right Round," is Pete Burns, who looks like Donatella Versace, um, which is
He
not a
look,
good thing.
he was on Big Brother as well, wasn't he?
He was, and he turned out to be an absolute prick, didn't he?
Hardly
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah. It's always bad when someone who's out there and like I don't know a big person celebrity, and they're moving forward with like I don't know him with like gender politics and stuff like that. But then they're a prick. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean?
I thought Boy
You need
George
them to
was
be
like
nice
that.
people.
Boy George was like that, and I'm a Celebrity. I always really liked him, but then, and I'm a Celebrity, he was just so full of himself.
I met Boy George once, and he was a lot fatter than you normally see him, and he was on um, lots of substances.
Yeah. Well, he put on the pounds when he gave up the smack.
Did he? Well, he
Yeah.
still seemed like he was on it when I saw him. He was DJing in a club that I used to work in up in Sunderland, and he was on. Obviously, I was there because I worked at the club and stuff. And he was very big, but he was definitely wasn't making sense.
He was on too many chips.
It's all that chameleon he's been doing. Anyway, this trivia round this week. Last two times I've did trivia, so over the last month, I've made you choose categories of you have how many. We did odd numbers, we did even numbers. So what
Prime
do you think?
numbers.
No. This week we're playing a game called Heard It Here First, Boxy. Do you know why?
Why?
Because obviously we will be the podcast breaking the news that GTA is not going to have a physical release before anybody else because no one else really mentions niche articles like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you seven, can't count, sound effects from the Grand Theft Auto series, and you have to tell me what they are and which game they are from.
Are you literally just going to play me like the sound of a car engine and I've got to figure out which one it's from?
You're just going to have to wait and see, like our viewers. If you do, our viewers and listeners, if you're viewing on Spotify and YouTube, hello, if I've uploaded to YouTube this week. Anyway, Boxy, if you
Yeah.
do know the answer straight away, could you try and lead us there with a little bit of intrigue to give our listeners a chance to have a little guess? Because a lot of the time, you just jump in and forget that we're trying to be entertainers and it's not just a quiz between me and you. Is that okay?
Well, I beg to differ. I mean, according to our poll, my trivia is far more entertaining than your one.
Well, as you can see, I actually have to go and think of rounds and do something good. This time I had to edit sounds, whereas you just trivia. Oh, who was on the front of FIFA? That was your last quiz. Who's on the front of FIFA 18?
Yeah, and the
Brilliant round.
pundits loved it.
The cock. Right. So your first sound. I have tried to go from easier to harder, what I think, but obviously it's only easy if you know the answer. So I need what does this sound? What is it from? And which game is it in? Are you ready?
Right. Sounds riveting. Let's do it.
Now this is the easiest one. You should be getting this one pretty much straight away.
It sounds like a startup screen.
Well, listen one more time. Ready?
Yeah.
There are so many people screaming.
Yeah, all right. If you let me speak, it's when the Rockstar logo comes in.
What game?
GTA 3.
No, wrong on both accounts. I will give you two. You're going to get 2 points on each one, whether you know what the sound is and what game it's from. That is when you die in Grand Theft Auto 5. Wasted. It goes in slow motion and black and white. You fall over. And I thought that would be the easy one because that gets used on so many videos and memes for when people faking out.
I like to keep you on your toes.
Right, so that's 0 out of 2. Anyway, next one. Will he get this one, viewers? Probably not.
Yes.
Oh, he got his bass hand out.
Is...
Oh, you think you know?
I do know. So
one more listen because you dove in last time and you were wrong.
You don't let me speak.
Foxy, I don't know if you know how podcasts work. I'm trying to play it twice for the people at home.
What?
Just get the hint.
We barely do sound rounds where we play things like this. This is new territory for me.
I just thought you'd cotton on. I know I've got a degree in radio production, but I'm just dragging you along by your short and curlies. Come on then, bass hand. What do you think it is?
So it's when you finish a mission in Vice City.
Oh, 2 points on the board. This is completing a mission in Vice City.
Hey.
Lovely bit of synth bass. Is that a synth bass?
It's very 80s Gary Newman-ish.
Well, that leads you in, doesn't it? Right, okay. Are you ready? This one might be a little bit harder. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, I'll give you it again. I've actually been quite nice to you because I'll give you 2 sound effects there, but they're the same thing. I would have got this. I would have got
2
this.
blips in 2 different tones. Wonderful. It's Morse code. No, it is in San Andreas when the little icons in the top of the left screen appear to tell you a hint of some sort. It is.
You get 1 point.
It is.
It's 1 point. San Andreas is right, but it's not the notification sound, and I can tell you that because I've listened to lots of Grand Theft Auto sound effects today. That is just moving your cursor on the menu. Moving it up and down.
What? No.
Yes, that is moving it down, and that's clicking on your map.
No, well,
I was watching it.
Right. Well, what is the sound then when the little bling happens in the top corner? Because it sounds exactly the same.
Can I tell you what it's not? Not that.
It's very close. It's like a semitone out, probably.
Right. Are you going to make me live in the recording?
Yes.
Search for San Andreas notification sound.
Yes.
San Andreas note. I'm going to be fuming if it's the same sound. I was watching the video where I was recording the sound off, and he was going through the notification sound effect. It's different. It's different.
How is it different?
Because the first one, you don't get that first one.
Okay, what's the next one then?
That's slightly different, but
it's exactly the same.
Right, to this, if I put it's the same as that, is it?
Yeah.
As this? No, it's not. It's the same as this. You don't even know which one's which. I'm just.
Have you seen that Faulty Towers episode where it's like, this is the fire alarm and this is the burglar alarm?
Yeah. Oh, it's a
shit question.
It's like at work we've got a different alarm for the fire alarm and to the like sort of lockdown alarm because obviously most places have to have a lockdown, especially at school now, in case some nutter comes in with a rolling pin or something, and it sounds really the same. And I'm like, how am I supposed to know whether to take the kids outside? Because one of them is take the kids out the building, and one of them is keep the kids in the building, and they sound so similar. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And you're saying that them two sound completely different,
right? They're completely different. Yeah, that's mine and then yours. But what I'm saying is my sound effect included both of them. So the sound effect was on the menu, so you get 1 point. I'm the question master there. I'm not having any there. So you got 3 points out of 6. You got 50%. All right. Okay. Next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The men who found their women scary because they were so big and hairy.
Sounds like when you go into a bar or something.
This is something that's stuck in my head for years.
Okay.
For years and years and years. And I don't know any more of the song apart from these lines. And when I knew I was doing this round, I was like, I need to put that in because there will be many a time I'll just be randomly in a supermarket and I'll start singing.
The men who found their women scary because they were so big and hairy.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Right. I'm taking what you said as a hint. It was years and years and years ago. So this game probably came out when you were like, what, 35 or something? So.
Don't, because I've had an existential crisis because Balamori, the popular children's TV show, has come back out with a new series. So I was watching old episodes with the kids and then I was Googling how old they were at the time. And like there's the Archie, the scientist with the kilt, is 21, and I'm watching it going, oh no.
What's the story, Balamori? So I don't think GTA 3 had in-house music when you went into places. Supermarkets, that's what you're saying. I'm going to say...
I didn't say supermarket twice, and I said supermarket.
You said when you go into supermarkets...
No, I sing it. Like, I just sing it in live. Like, I will randomly say, when folk found their women scary, and people are like, what the hell's that from? And I'm like, it's from Grand Theft Auto.
I'm going to say GTA Vice City again.
And what is it?
It sounds like a song that you hear when you go to a strip club.
That's not what I want to hear in a strip club. A song about big and hairy women. That is 0 points. It is a song on a country radio station, obviously. Yeah. And it's from the original Grand Theft Auto 1 PlayStation 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. So the original Grand Theft Auto did have proper soundtrack all the way through as well. And that is from there. And it's probably stuck with us because obviously at the age I was playing that, when did it come out? Was it 97?
Yeah.
97? So I was 10 years old. That to me was hilarious. And it's just...
I've not played it, so I'm not feeling bad about that one.
Well, you should feel bad that you didn't get it was a country song, because on San Andreas there's a country radio station. That's where I thought you were going to go. What's the country radio station?
I don't know. I generally thought it was something you'd hear in a strip club, because that's the kind of cheekiness that Rockstar would do.
That's the type of strip bars that Oxy frequents, is country music with big hairy women. So yeah, if you ever down south and there's a strip club called Big and Hairy, pop in. Oxy might be there. Anyway, so the next one, I said to get harder, so this is going to be a great round considering you got 3 out of 8. Let me just have a look. I couldn't find it because of what I've called it, and you'll understand once you've heard it. Are you ready?
Women are wearing tit curtains now that make them look pregnant. I mean, men...
I entitled the file Tit Curtains. So when I was looking at the answer, I was going, where is it? It's...
women are wearing tit curtains now that make them look pregnant. I mean, men...
I don't know what he means by tit curtains. I can't imagine what type of clothing he's referring to.
It sounds like they're making fun of like Opie and Anthony, because they were very like that back in the day. It sounds very GTA 3-ish.
And what do you think it is?
It's the radio.
I'm going to give you no points. No points at all. It is GTA 4. And it is to the radio. However, it is...
Well, I get a point then.
It is the famous Laszlo, who is in like most of the radio stations.
On the radio?
No, because the songs of Laszlo is a character who's been in from Vice City. He's been in every Grand Theft Auto since, I think.
Yeah, so and you're saying he comes through the radio.
Yeah, but if you don't recognise Laszlo's voice, you're not getting the point, because it's clearly Laszlo.
Women are wearing tit curtains now that make them look pregnant.
You're not getting a point for tit curtains.
I said he's on the radio. He says, oh yeah, he is on the radio.
No, you just said radio. You can't just say that. You can't just say that. It's like saying the Queen, where does she live? A house. Well, it's a house. Buckingham Palace is totally a house.
Well, it's a good thing we're not getting any fucking money for this trivia.
Right, next one.
My dog's is long and hot. Bite this plump meat for juicy explosion. Take a bite of my hot Chihuahua meat.
I picked this one because I was listening through sound effects and I thought, I didn't know whether you'd wrote the script for this character, because it's very on point for you.
My dog's is long and hot. Bite this plump meat for juicy explosion. Take a bite of my hot Chihuahua meat.
You're not doing very well. There is clues if you sort of listen to the accent.
Yeah, it sounds very New York-ish. Okay. Liberty City-ish.
So which Grand Theft Auto are you going for?
3.
Okay, and what do you think it is?
It's a hot dog vendor.
You'd have 1 point. It's GTA 4.
What? That sounds so budget for GTA 4.
My dog's is long and hot. Bite this plump meat for juicy explosion. Take a bite of my hot Chihuahua meat.
That sounds very PS2-ish.
Well, I'm thinking it's probably been extracted from a video file, hasn't it? And they've scrubbed out all the other sound to get that. Because I doubt they published the dialogue for the hot dog vendors online anywhere, Rockstar. That's probably why it's lost a bit of quality. I don't think the hot dog vendors in Grand Theft Auto 3 Oh, the NPCs do talk, yeah. Anyway, no, it was the GTA Vice City. So, your last one, which I thought was the hardest, but you might get it. Let's go. Down, da da down, down. What do you think that one is?
I don't know, so I'm just going to guess.
Oh, wait, I'm going to give you a clue in a minute. Hurry up, your time's ending.
That's a clue, is it?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto London.
So you think it's Grand Theft Auto London, and what do you think the sound effect is?
Like a load up screen.
No. Did you even listen to the clue?
What clue?
I said, hurry up, you're running out of time.
Oh, it's the timer.
1 point. It's when you're running out of time, but it's on a mission in Vice City. So if you're doing a time mission and you run out of time, that's the sound that you hear. I said that was the hardest one.
That comes on when you have to do that stupid mission with the helicopter and the dynamite.
Probably, yeah, because you're probably running out of time on that one, aren't you?
I mean, not to steal your catchphrase or anything, but how the fuck am I supposed to know all that?
I told you they were going to get harder, and to be fair, the first few were quite easy, and you got them wrong. The Grand Theft Auto 5, which is on every single internet video ever, is the first one, and you got it wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm not on the internet, am I?
Okay, right. This is the person I've decided to make a bloody podcast with. Anyway, you've bamboozled us. You've got
4.
5 out of 14 or something. 4. You got something like that. You did really, really badly. Let us know in the comments whether you did better than Boxy and whether you think he's terrible for not knowing those. And
I swear to God, hold on, just to defend myself slightly, that first one you played, it was the that one. I swear the Rockstar logo comes in like that.
Sound like that
on some of them.
It does not, man. It does not. Anyway, you bamboozled at the start, and I got ahead of myself, and I forgot the theme tune. So we'll just do the outro.
That was Retro's Trivia. That was Retro's Trivia. Was it good or was it kind of crap? Did it leave you thinking, how was I supposed to know that? It was Retro's Trivia. That was Retro's Trivia.
Dun 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 dun.
Right, so let's move on to the main crux of the argument. So we're going to look at the Rockstar-shaped elephant in the room. Pre-orders are now open for GTA 6. And with that news, the news that a physical release wasn't going to have a disc. This was met with fury, vitriol, and abuse, at least in my household. And does this mean the death of physical games? That's what we are going to talk about. Does it mean the death of physical collecting? Boxy, what I need to know, because we haven't really talked about this. When you heard the news, what were your initial thoughts of it?
I thought it was fake news when I first read about it.
Did you really?
Honestly, yeah, I honestly thought, I was like, that sounds like such a prank to say something like that.
Because you've been done over by a code in a box by Nintendo, haven't you?
I have. I've had my fingers burnt by it before with Mario and Mario Raving. No, what was it called? Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, something like that. Yeah, I brought a Switch game that had no cart in it, but cheeky enough to leave the outline of where the cart should be. And I think out of all of this, if Rockstar do go ahead and do this stupid thing, they should at least have the decency to remove the disc inlay.
Do you know what they should do? They should change the shape of the disc inlay just to a finger.
The middle finger, yeah.
That's it. Because you know what it is? We're talking now as collectors, really. And obviously, you can see behind me, I've got coming up with 2,200 games in my collection now. Your physical collection over the last year has started to ramp up and you really enjoy it and you enjoy keeping those things. As a collector, it's honestly made me think, I don't know whether I'll get it. Because I do this with games all the time. If I see a game and it might be getting reviews and things like that, if it doesn't have a physical release, sometimes I won't buy it. And this isn't a stance of, there's a Facebook page keeps popping up on my stream. I'm rarely on Facebook when I go on, and they just give you news updates of which games to boycott because of physical releases or digital releases and things like that. And they're doing it as a point of like sort of, I'm standing up for this. I'm not going to argue or try and be the old, martyr on this situation. So I'm not getting it because it's that. I just want a game with my disc. I hate it when I get a PS Plus game for free for the month and I really enjoy it. Sometimes I'll go out and buy the game, so I've got it on my shelf. Like, if it's cheap,
It's
I'm
more
still tied.
it's more sense of ownership, and like I'm like you, I sometimes just won't play a game even if it's one I'm really interested in. Like I'm dying to play Mouse PI, Mouse
Yeah,
for Hire, but they're
yeah.
not getting a physical release until like August, I don't think. And it's the same with Hades 2. Like Hades 2 is quite cheap on PlayStation Store now. I haven't got a Switch 2, so I can't buy it there, but there's no PS5 physical
Yeah,
copy.
yeah. See, I've had the same Alan Wake 2. That took a year to come out, and I waited a year before I bought that one, and I really want to play it. And really ridiculous with the Tomb Raider remake. So the Tomb Raider remakes came out, obviously for an older generation. You know what I mean? Primarily, that we were talking about games that came out in '96, up to like sort of 1998, 99. And they released them digitally first, and it took a year for the collector's edition to come out with the games physically, and I refused to play it. And then I streamed it when I first got it, but it was like a year old at that point, and I honestly think I might do the same. I'll probably I don't know
See,
whether I'll play it or not.
I think they're going to do a U-turn because
Do you
I
think?
think, yeah, I think this is going to be like a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of situation. Do you remember when they released that trailer for the Sonic the Hedgehog film and Sonic
Yeah,
looked awful,
yeah.
and so many people kicked off about it, and then they changed it. I'm really hoping that's going to happen.
Well, I've got some news that it might not be happening because, like, we were going to have a talk about, do we think Rockstar didn't need to do this? Rockstar were good. This was going to be successful. They were going to make money, whether they had to pay for a few discs or not, weren't they? So they didn't have to do this. They've done it because they can, because this is the way they want the industry to go. They want the industry to go digitally. And I think this sets a precedent because if another game did it that wasn't as big as Grand Theft Auto 6, there'd be loads of people say, well, I'm just not going to buy the game. People will still buy Grand Theft Auto 6 even with this. And I know it does. Guess there's the University of Virginia, a business professor there, Anthony Palumba, has calculated how much money he thinks GTA 6 has made in the first hour of it going on pre-order. How much do you think that is?
I know they've recouped all their money. It's like 3 billion or something.
Well, it's in the first hour it was $1 billion in the first hour, and they think the game costs about 1.5 up to 3 billion to make. So obviously that was the first hour. They will have surpassed that now. So they didn't need to do this. They've recouped the money, and it's not only that. That's just on the sales. We saw how long Grand Theft Auto Online meant that Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on the Xbox 360 and people still play it and people still put money into it, like Fortnite and stuff like that. To this day, there was no way they were going to make a loss on it. This is more saying this is where we're going now. It's the digital market because we were talking about it as collectors and things, but what it does for the everyman who we stand up for, it wipes out the second-hand market.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not just a tight thing, really, is it?
Well, I think the timing was terrible as well. I mean, it's probably more PlayStation's fault, but because they announced that, and then like the day after, PlayStation turned around and said, "Oh, by the way, we've lost our licensing with this film distributor. So anyone who's bought films on PlayStation, you can't have that anymore." And then it just reinforced the idea that you never really truly own anything on digital.
That's it. And it is completely that, and obviously we have seen games come out before, like the Tony Hawk's debacle, where they needed to get a game out before the license ran out, and they released nothing practically on the disc, and your first day one patch was basically the game, and it was crap. And anyway, but if they do that, then you're not really winning anyway. They're just giving you a blank disc basically. But games where it does come out on the disc and you've got the first version of the game and stuff, I just think it is essential. Otherwise, PlayStation and the developers and stuff have a monopoly, and that's you know what I mean. They can control how much that price is. I look at the price of Nintendo games, and it is because Nintendo control it, and it's gonna go that way. You can't have the games being sold out for price, and I just think at the minute the way the economy is and people are the price of consoles going up because of the price of RAM and stuff if people want to get them. People can hardly afford the console, never mind not being able to buy a game secondhand. Do you know what I mean? And it's people say, oh, well, the developers should get some. I can guarantee the percentage of the money that Rockstar made from the sales of Grand Theft Auto 5 as opposed to how much they made on Grand Theft Auto Online. I bet it's minuscule. I bet it doesn't even scratch the surface. So I don't know if it needed to be done. And I just think it is marking it's like a sort of signal of, right.
There'll be the standard setter because everyone will just follow suit if it's successful, which it will be. But then again, not every game is Grand Theft Auto 6. So
it isn't, but it doesn't mean that we've seen it with things like Fortnite when they took over the Battle Royale. It doesn't mean not everyone's going to copy them and try to do the live model where you have to buy bonus passes and stuff. And we've seen it with loads of games. What was that game with the mech suits? Was it Anthem?
Yeah.
Where it died out straight away because no one was playing it. So you paid for this game, you're going to get a live service model. People start to buy stuff and things for the game, and then we're shutting the servers down now because it's not making enough money. But
I don't really. The only thing I don't understand is like, fair enough if they're going to do the digital only thing, whatever. But what is the fucking point of selling empty boxes? With download codes in them? I mean, it doesn't satisfy anybody.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's the placebo. It's like lubing our assholes up, isn't it? It's like not just it's going to be digitally only. It's like, right, first we'll just give them an empty box. You know what I mean? And then we'll move on from there.
It's methadone. It's not pure heroin though.
Yeah.
It ties you over.
I need some of that box, man. I need some of that box. You know what I mean? Just so you put it on the shelf. That's just.
If they're willing to spend all that money on all the plastic and everything to distribute it and do all that, I mean, they might as well just go all out and do the disc as well. It just seems like a completely pointless exercise. Just
here you go.
That or not at all.
Grand Theft Auto Online, has made $10 billion.
Oh, they've had worse days.
Do you know what I mean? That's not including the prices. That's a rough estimate based on my sources. Google
It's
AI.
disgusting.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is, and then you go when you've made that amount of money, and I know you spend a lot of money on a game, but you've made it back in pre-sales anyway. You go and you affect people who are in it, and it's not the be all and end all is it for people, but people who are in an economic crisis that can do with a bit of retreatism, that can go and get a game half price from CEX or whatever, you know what I mean? And now they can't, they're going to have to buy it full price or whatever Rockstar want to sell it for. And they're sitting making $10 billion. Like, it just.
And everyone will have to sign a user agreement probably before starting the game that's about 20 pages long saying that they can pull it at any point and you can't do anything about it. Fuck you.
Yeah. And it's absolute. And I think things are going to have to look that. But we'll see. But I suppose people were saying it was going to be £100. So I don't know whether they've thought, right, we're not going to do it at £100 and then say you're not getting a disc, which is why it's 70. But then there's an Ultimate Edition. Have you had a look what's in the Ultimate Edition?
Isn't it like proper standard things that you would expect in any other game? It's like the radio, the bars, like you can go in hotels and shops and things.
Well, you get, I'm just looking at the list now, a car, the 67 Vapid Dominator, which I think was a buggy in the first one. You get the Grotty Cheetah, so it's just a car. I'm assuming the Cheetah's going to be in. It'll just have a different colour on or something like that. Probably be a bit quicker. Vehicles and Vapid Ganado retro build at Jason's safe house. Switch gears and soak up the sun in either an army fatigued enduro motorcycle, again, another bike. Vehicle mod shops, 2 preeminent vehicle customization destinations that you can only go to in the Ultimate Edition. Some classic cars, Shih Tzu Squallow.
These sound shit.
A boat, a Hawk and Little Morgan revolver, personalized weapon variants.
Oh. I think the problem is like there's so much news about this at the moment, and I can't tell what's legit and what isn't. Because I read something about the Ultimate Edition will actually have really core elements of the game that will be locked off, and I just sort of thought, oh, okay, fair enough. But clearly, if that's what,
it's saying there's certain hairstyles you can't get for them. So Ultimate has certain hairstyles, Vice City style clothes. And things in it. A tattoo, the Electric Fang tattoo, which I know you were waiting to get on your character as soon as you got it.
No Electric Fang tattoo. No.
Oh no, that's That's so the Electric Fang tattoo is a shop and you can't go in it unless you bought the Ultimate one. Now, that doesn't say whether you can't go to other tattoo shops. That's the thing, because it's obviously not out yet. We don't know whether that means it's just a special one and you get certain tattoos, it's cosmetic, or whether it means you can't put tattoos if you haven't got it. But there's also a pre-order bonus. So if you pre-order it, you get the vintage Vice City pack, which gives them old hairstyles from the 80s.
I mean, it all sounds just crap. It's all cosmetic shit. I don't care about that.
Basically means if you want to look like Kevin Keegan in Vice City, you're going to have to pre-order the game. Exclusive weapon pattern. Just stuff, you know what it is? Now it says it's given us that stuff, and me and you are of the age now where we know bullshit that would have been in the game if it wasn't for Ultimate Editions and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
But there's been no collector's edition announced yet or anything like that. But people are thinking, I don't know if they did this. Red Dead Redemption 2, they never brought out a collector's edition. So I don't know whether this was the first bit of lube on the banana up the arsehole. But instead...
There's no banana at this stage. It's all just lube. It's all talk.
Just straight up there, you'd lose a bunch in an instant. They didn't release a collector's edition with the game. They released a collector's box, which had Outlaw Essentials inspired by the Vandalin gang. So the collector's edition of Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't have the game in. So maybe that was the precursor to this. So if they're not going to bring a disc, I would have thought, are you gonna have a collector's edition with a steel book if you're not going to produce a disc? You're not, are you?
I don't know. It wouldn't put it past me. Like, I've bought collector's editions where they've included a steel book with no fucking place to put the disc in it.
I know. I hate that. I hate that. I think the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth one. I don't know. I think one might have. I could be lying there, but yeah. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments. Is this the end of physical gaming? And just give us a little thumbs up on this video. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you think Rockstar are a set of bastards. Yes, and if you are watching, that does let me know. Drop a subscribe on YouTube. All that. Drop a follow on Spotify. I'm going all over this. Drop us a follow, 30 something gamers, 30 something gamers on TikTok, all of those things. And just a little thing to let you know, there is a gaming convention coming up called Timeless. Now, I will be at that. Boxy won't because he doesn't put the graft in. It's on the 12th of August. So if you want to get yourself along, I will be recording some stuff for the podcast. Come along and say hi. You can get your tickets. It's in Liverpool, so lock your cars. But we'll enjoy ourselves. So let us a message down as well if you're coming along that. Boxy, I said, should we go and see the fans? He went, no.
There's a bit more to it than that, but
nah. That's all he said.
That's an announcement for another time.
On that, we will move on to our Game Buster. This is our cryptic clue. And in this cryptic clue, I will let you know the name of a game cryptically. That's why it's called a cryptic clue.
Well done.
Thank you. Last week, I gave you the clue. I borrowed that money at night. I'll say that again because I'll probably turn this into a clip. I borrowed that money in the night. Which game did you think I was referring to, Boxy?
Does it begin with loan?
It does begin with loan.
Lone Star.
Oh, no. I think you're going to kick yourself when you hear this one. You've got the main part of it.
Lone.
At night.
Dark.
Oh,
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark.
Hey,
I borrowed that money in the night. Alone in the Dark. You know what it is?
Clever. That's clever.
It is. You always tell me it's clever when it hasn't got smut in it. It's always when it's got smut in it that you don't tell us I'm clever. Anyway, if you want to have a go at this week's Game Buster, I'm going to tell you it now and join us next week's episode where I will give you the answer. This week's clue, Boxy, are you ready for it?
All ears.
That brother is on MDMA. Oh, sorry. That brother on MDMA is from Dublin.
I know this one's going to piss me off because you're going to like bring in the Irish accent to like.
Well, you've got to think outside. You've got to think about everything there. One more time, if you are going to have a go at the Game Buster, that brother on MDMA is from Dublin. And that is your Game Buster for this week. And that is the episode. Thank you for joining our obligatory episode where we had to say GTA 6 as many times as we could so the algorithm could think that we were talking about stuff that other people wanted. Normal service will be resumed on Thursday when we talk about the top 6 games that outstayed their welcome. And so we don't go over an hour. We're going to say goodbye right now. So, as always, I turn into the 2 Ronnies and say it's a goodbye from me.
Congratulations on giving the folks our secrets. See you later.